Hey guys, and welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. So first of all, I just want to say thank you to everyone that has been showing me support on my mental health videos. It means the world to me. I appreciate it and I am glad it helps you. So today we're going to be talking about my experience with antidepressants because I've never really gone deep with that. So yeah, today we are going to be speaking about that. So when I started feeling sick, right, I went and saw a psychologist, right? So I was in therapy and they had to put me on antidepressants because I had suicidal ideation, and I was put on citalopram 10 milligrams. It is a very low dose, but the side effects were insane for me. So I remember, okay, so first of all, just to get this out of the way, I'm one person who didn't believe in antidepressants, right? I just always thought to myself, there's other things that you can do holistically to help yourself if you are feeling depressed. And I was very open about it with my doctors, and they sat me down and explained to me how everything works, chemical imbalances, and how these pills actually help you. All right, so I was just like, okay, cool, very skeptical, but I was like, okay, if it's going to help me stop feeling how I'm feeling, then let's do it, let's get into it. So I get onto my 10 milligrams. The first, second, and third weeks, crazy. It was, there's happiness, right, and there's sadness, and there's an in between. There was no in between for me. I felt like a zombie. Literally 2 days into drinking the medication, I felt like a zombie, and I felt absolutely nothing. Like I couldn't be sad, couldn't be happy, couldn't be angry, couldn't be irritated. I literally felt nothing, right? And I also felt like, I think I started feeling suicidal again because I was like, if I'm feeling nothing, what's the purpose? Like, what am I doing? Why am I here? I had those kind of thoughts. But like, what is the purpose of me being here if I'm not going to be able to feel anything? Because you could literally tell me someone died, and I wouldn't have the emotional capability to feel sad about that. Or you could tell me great news, something I've been wanting to hear for the longest of times, and I still wouldn't be able to like feel happy, or excited, for that person, or excited about whatever it is that they were telling me. So went back to the doctors and we spoke about it, and they were like, okay, we're gonna up your dose. So we went from 10 milligrams citalopram to 20 milligrams. And I'm telling you, when I started 20 milligrams, things changed, right? I started feeling everything, well, except happiness. I couldn't feel, I was like, for the longest of times, I was incapable of feeling happy, but I felt sad, right? Okay, so like it was situational actually. So I wasn't feeling happiness, right, and I wasn't feeling sadness. I was still in that state of being a zombie, right? But it was not so extra because I was still able to feel, sorry, something distracted me. I was still able to feel things, but I was feeling them in an extreme way. Like I was easily triggered, right? I was easily irritable. I was like, you could like literally say something that I didn't agree with, and I'd get so angry and I'd snap at people. I feel like if I was a physical person, if I was aggressive, I probably would have punched a few people in that stage in my life just because they were talking to me or saying something that I don't agree with, or doing something I don't agree with. Like the smallest thing would just honestly piss me off. And if I was irritated, I was extremely irritated. If I was annoyed, I was extremely annoyed. I was angry, I was very angry. You know, when you're angry to a point where you want to cry, it was that kind of anger. And what's sad is it was triggered by the smallest things. And if something sad happened, if I was sad, then I was also very extremely sad. So that is when I decided to come off the medication by myself without consulting my doctors. I quit my medication called Techie, and I was so unwell. I was a zombie. Because there was a time where the medication I felt like was working a little bit, but there was the time when I felt like a zombie. So at the beginning of feeling like a zombie, I thought this was the medication making me feel better, because I was like, okay, cool, I'm not feeling sad anymore. I'm not feeling empty anymore. But as time went, it was just like, actually, I'm not feeling anything at all. So yeah, I went cold turkey because I was so unwell, and then I quit my medication. It was very hard. It was very, very hard, like having to get off medication. I wasn't coping at all because when you are depressed, right? When you do well, in my case, when I was depressed, I was feeling sad, lonely, empty. You feel all these things like life is not worth living. And when you get on the medication, it's like all those feelings are gone because now you're not feeling anything. So when I got off the medication again, it was back to being depressed, and it was really hard. But I made it work. I pushed, I fought, and I had to fight for my life. So, if you are going through something, if you are depressed or think you are depressed, see a psychologist, see a doctor, speak to someone, and if they put you on antidepressants, then take them until you feel like yourself, like your normal self again. Because sometimes there might be a chemical imbalance in your brain that needs a medication to be fixed, and 3 months of medication might help you with that. 3 months to a year of medication might help you out. So don't completely write off the idea of antidepressants. I'm not advising you to do that. I'm not qualified to do that. I'm just sharing my experience with you. But like, if I could advise anyone, I'd say do it. Take the medication, see how you feel, speak to your doctors, continue treatment, and surely it will get better.
Okay, guys, so now we need to do a voiceover because my battery died and I couldn't charge my phone because, load shedding. So I just wanted to do a quick little life update. I'm currently feeling good. I have been off my medication for about a year now. I cannot say that I'm free from depression because it doesn't just go away. And I understand that for some of us, depression starts when we are very young and we're just not really aware of it. It's childhood trauma and all of the things that we might have gone through, throughout our lives into adulthood, and things that we go through as adults, and it just, becomes too much, and then you are depressed. So I am working on it. It's a work in progress, but I do know and believe that someday I will be completely happy, and I will be happy without having to pretend. So, with that being said, I just wanted to remind you that you are not alone. If you are feeling down, you're not feeling okay, reach out, speak to someone out there will be willing to listen. Someone out there cares about you. Reach out. It could be to me, to your family member, to a doctor, to a psychologist. You will get helped and it is going to be okay. If you enjoy the video, please click on the like button. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next one.